This is a Market Owl dashboard tutorial. Today our focus is watch lists. It's similar to the portfolio long and short sections. On the main Market Owl dashboard page, which is the red tab, you have a long watch list and a short watch list. They're formatted exactly the same. You'll note your benchmark, the percent change for the day, percent change from the open, the number of stocks on your watch list that are showing relative strength or relative weakness compared to the benchmark that you've selected. It also tallies the number of advancing and declining stocks on your watch list, as well as the number of stocks that are advancing and declining on above or below average volume. It'll show your ticker, the percent off your buy point, or your pivot point, or your entry point. They all mean the same thing. The bid for that corresponding ticker, the percent change for the day, where it is in the range. If it's near 95, it's near the high of the day. If it's near 10, it's near the low of the day. It will also show the above or below average volume for that individual ticker, and the last column is up-down volume ratio. The short watch list has the exact same structure. You can choose a different benchmark if you wish for your shorts. In this example, we have SPXU, which is an inverse ETF for the S&P, while the long watch list had the corresponding S&P ETF. Where do you find information for your watch list? To the right of the Market Owl tab, you'll find the Watchlist tab. You also note that it's color-coded the same color on the main Market Owl dashboard as it is on the individual tab at the bottom of the page. We've got the long watch list and the short watch list. Anywhere you see orange font, you can enter information. In this instance, you can choose your data provider or the benchmark for your long or for your short watch list. It will show the relative strength at the open versus relative weakness in relation to the benchmark that you've chosen. It will also show the relative strength and relative weakness changes from the open for the tickers that are on your watch list. It shows the advancing and declining at the open and the advance and decline changes from the open, the above and below average volume. Off to the right, under the benchmark, you can see the change at the open, from the open for the day for the selected benchmark, and the volume, whether it's coming in on above or below average volume. For those that prefer visual information, we have two bar charts, one for the long watch list and one for the short. The bars that are the longest are the furthest away from your buy point, either above it, in this case Tesla is 20% past your buy point, you certainly don't want to chase that, or below it. In this example, Netflix, minus 6% plus, below your buy point. The smallest bars are the ones closest to the center line and thus closest to your ideal buy point. It's exactly the same on the short watch list. It'll draw your eye quickly to stocks that are approaching your ideal entry. Amazon, less than 1% away. AMD, practically on the buy point as we speak. You can also find additional watch list information on the Owl Watch tab number 1 to the left of the main Market Owl dashboard tab at the bottom of the workbook. Underneath the long and short portfolio information, you will find watch list. You have your long to the left, your right to the short. It'll show 5 tickers that are closest to the buy point. You can see Lulu, MCHP, AMD, Amazon, LRCX. Those are the 5 tickers on your watch list that are closest to their buy point, either above it or below it. You can see that Lulu is beyond your buy point. It doesn't mean that you can't buy just because you missed the perfect entry. It may mean you need to reassess the risk reward and find a smaller risk entry. Same for the shorts. Those closest to the center line are closest to your ideal entry point. Back on the watch list page, you'll also notice that it says alert, and there's 2 percentage numbers here, a negative and a positive. These numbers help filter the information that goes to the main Market Owl page here, as well as the Owl Watch tab. What it does is filter these 20 stocks on your watch list and tries to narrow the focus only to stocks that are above or below the percent thresholds that you've set. So it's looking for stocks that are greater than minus 2.3% below your buy point or less than 2.3% above the buy point. A quick note, all stocks that are plus or minus 2% from your buy point are highlighted green to draw your attention to them. Any prices that are plus or minus 1% are highlighted in yellow to alert you to the fact that those stocks are nearing your ideal buy point. On the main dashboard, if it's highlighted yellow, again, plus or minus 1% from the ideal entry. I recommend that you keep these numbers between 2 to 3%. If you don't get 5 stocks returned to you in your main Owl dashboard page, here for longs or here for shorts, then bump it up until you get it filled. The main thing you must remember is you have to put the negative number first and the positive number second. That's extremely important, or it will not filter the information correctly and give you the results that you're looking for. If you set it too high, then it won't be able to zero in on the stocks that are closest to the buy point. These filters help eliminate the noise. In this case, the noise of stocks that are too far beyond a buy point or too far below an entry point. So if you want to change any information on your watch list, you want to do it on the Watchlist page. You can change your data provider, your benchmark, and the thresholds that you're using to filter stocks that are closest to your buy point. That information is then transferred onto the main Market Owl dashboard, and it's also transferred over to the Owl Watch #1 tab. Here's a quick side-by-side comparison. You can see LULU, MCHP, AMD, Amazon, LRCX, and here they all are in a visual format, with those closest to the ideal entry point, whether it's long or short, near the center 0% line. It's all designed to help draw your attention to the stocks that are closest to your ideal pivot so that you can enter on time. There's nothing more frustrating than having a watch list, having your stock hit that buy point, and then realizing you missed it because you lost your focus or you weren't paying attention. So the Market Owl dashboard does everything it can to try and help you take advantage of those opportunities that are on your watch list. Thanks for watching and good fills, everyone. If you found my free educational materials helpful, I encourage you to make a donation to the Children's Therapy Center, an outstanding nonprofit organization that helps children with special needs. You can also give without actually giving by using Amazon Smile. Amazon Smile is run by Amazon.com, and a portion of your purchases will go to the charity of your choice. Simply select Children's Therapy Center, located in Kent, Washington. You can find more about the Children's Therapy Center on my website on the Principles page. You can also find links to CTC on my YouTube channel in the About section, as well as under every video that I produce. Also consider donating if you've had a great year in trading. Be generous, contribute, give back. Lend a hand to those in need. You can find more free educational material on my website. Under the Education tab, you'll find helpful podcasts, YouTubes, chat room information, book suggestions, webinars, presentations, and helpful resource links. There's information on lessons learned and psychology, trades made, a dedicated section to trading growth stocks, market information, helpful tools and discounts on trading services, information on XLQ, an Excel plugin that retrieves real-time and historical financial data, market and stock analysis, and there's an assortment of videos on my YouTube channel. All this information is for educational purposes only, and the goal is to help you build a solid foundation that you can expand upon. Our chat room is popular and a favorite for many growth stock traders. Take the time to build a solid foundation of understanding before you begin trading. Take the time to clearly define your setups, your entry triggers, your sell rules, and most importantly, have a thorough plan for risk management. The first step in that journey is learning. There are no shortcuts to successful trading, so take the time to research and to educate yourself thoroughly.